So I've been thinking about this all day. Our life is a canvas, and it's being painted, and it's gonna turn out beautiful if we let the painter do his work. I like to watch Bob Ross paint. Bob Ross is one of the coolest painters ever. If you don't know who he is, check him out. Blow your mind. This is why I love him. He loves painting trees, but he does beautiful landscape paintings too. And sometimes he's painting a mountain, and he'll start and he'll paint it, and I'm thinking, man, this looks cool already. This is an awesome mountain. I love the scenery. I love the little streams and things he's made. But then he goes, why don't we add some black here for a little touch of it, make a shadow? And he starts putting it on. And I'm like, no, Bob, that's too much. I mean, it was good before. I mean, why are you messing with it? That was a good mountain. I liked that mountain. And he puts some more black here and some gray here, and you're thinking, no, it's ruined, it's ruined. But then he finishes it, and you sit there thinking, how did it turn out so beautiful? This was awesome. Then he goes, why don't we add some trees? And I'm thinking, no, Bob. No. No trees. This mountain's good enough on its own. And then he, brush stroke up, and you're thinking, man, it's too late. Can't change his mind. And he adds little twigs and stuff, and you're thinking, man, this is going to be horrible. And he takes out his brush, and he starts mixing colors together, and he starts adding the leaves, and then all of a sudden he's done. And you're thinking, my goodness, this is beautiful. How does this happen? Sometimes we think of God the same way. Our life is his canvas, and he's painting, and we think, okay, God, I'm fine now. Then stuff starts getting added in, and we're like, God, our painting's being ruined. This is horrible. It's going to turn out bad. But then God puts the final stroke, and you think, whoa, I'm glad I didn't get in your way. Sometimes it's almost like somebody just took a brush and went Kah! Right across our painting. We're thinking, man, this is horrible, it's ruined. But then God, he takes this ugly streak, and he starts adding branches and leaves. And all of a sudden, this beautiful tree is just standing out in the foreground, and you're thinking, this is amazing. One time I saw Bob Ross paint a skyline, and it was dull and it was gray. That was his backdrop. And then it's like, ugh. Add some black, and you're like, this is bleak. And he adds some weird pink color, and you're thinking, oh, vomit. And he goes, why don't we add some ochre here, some nice ochre yellow? You're thinking, yellow? What are you going to do with that shade of yellow in this painting? And you're watching him paint it, and you're thinking of puking. But then, when he puts the finishes touch on it, you look at it, there's a shaft of light coming down from the clouds, and it's beautiful. And you're thinking, it didn't look like it was going to turn out this way. But he lined the clouds all right with the right colors, and he contoured it, and he formed it, and he made it just so that this one shaft of light can come through and make one of the most beautiful paintings ever. Right down on a happy tree. I was just thinking, it's amazing. God's the same way. Our skyline looks bleak that he's creating sometimes. It just looks like the skyline is going to be gray and dull, and maybe some vomit-inducing colors thrown in there. That's what we're thinking. But then he puts the final stroke on our painting, and we sit back and we go, God, you're awesome. You have got to be the greatest God ever. I knew that before, but now I'm reminded of it. Think about it. God's painting our lives, and even when it seems like our canvas is being ruined, God has a plan. And with one brush stroke, God can change pretty much anything. Thank you. And remember, God loves you.